who took me from birth and raised me into the person that I am today. But yes, fuck you to the people who leaked the video about my story that I wasn't ready to tell. It's why it wasn't posted. That I trusted with and asked them if I should post it months ago. But then I had a conversation with my mom about it, and she told me that she wasn't ready for people to know because it hurts her, and she's crying right now because she's so hurt that people were going into her live saying she's not my real mom, when very much she is. She may not be my birth mom, but she took me from birth. She's raised me my entire life because my real parents didn't want me. My real mom and dad are dead. It's really fucked up for a lot of you to say that I would have chose drugs over her too, because that's not okay. I don't do drugs for that reason, because both of my biological parents were addicted to it and chose me over it. So I don't know why you're starting those rumors saying that I do drugs, because my dad died of a drug overdose and my mom was murdered. So basically, I hate talking about this. I wasn't ready, but it's out in the world, so I'll tell you my story. My mom's brother, my mom now, Debbie, my real mom's name, I'm gonna stay unknown, so I'm gonna call her Caitlin, but you know, her name's kind of already in the video, so might as well just call her by her regular name. My real mom, Melinda, who is my birth mother, did hardcore drugs, and so did my dad, Billy. Billy is Debbie, my mom now. That is her brother. That is why me and Debbie, my mom, look alike. Because I look more like my dad than I do my biological mother. So Melinda and Billy made a dumb decision and got her pregnant, and she tried to have abortions with me and her. And Debbie, Mama Laverne, would stop her and tell her that when she has the baby, that she will take her, that she will take me and as her own, and that she doesn't need to have an abortion or not take care of me. My real mom wouldn't eat, so Mama Laverne and Debbie would have to feed her every day, find her on the streets, try to give her a home so she could have me kept there, safe with me in her stomach, but didn't want to do that. Debbie, my mom now, took her to court and won. Me as her daughter. I don't even say she's my mother to me. She's always been a mother to me. She took me from birth because my real mom did not want me at all. She wasn't ready, even though she had like 6 other kids, which are my siblings that I've never met before. Only met 2 of them. After I was born, Debbie, Mama Laverne, who is my mother because she took me from birth and has been my mom since the day I was born. She's the one who helped me, not my real mom. My real mom didn't care. she wasn't ready to take me. She didn't want me. And Doug, my dad, because he took me, hold on, I'm live, because he took me to, can you guys go can you guys do it downstairs? Can you guys go downstairs, please?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Dude. Or just come in here, Mama.
Just go in Amber's room and shut the door. Doug, who is my dad, my adoptive father, which is my real dad, because he and my mom Debbie have taken me from the start, have raised me, gave me a home, fed me. Because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have my career right now. I'd probably be somewhere else in the world. And I'm very thankful that which Debbie is actually, like, in reality, my aunt. She would have been my Aunt Debbie. So I'm very, very thankful that my aunt decided to take me in as her own so I could still be close with my family and know my family. But I wasn't ready to talk about it, and it was really disrespectful to the people who leaked that video without my permission when I told them that I didn't want anybody to see it because I didn't want to talk about it just yet, because it's not something that I like to talk about. It makes me very emotional. And I don't like people hating on my mom, Debbie, and telling her that she's not my real mom when she took me from birth, because she is my real mom. Because I wouldn't have a mom if it wasn't for her. She's been a mom to me since the day I was born. She's always been my mommy. And I love her very much. And I thank her all the time for giving me a life, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have a life. And if it wasn't for her, I definitely wouldn't be where I am to this day. So, telling people that I do drugs when my real parents died, when my real dad and my mom both did drugs. My real dad died over a drug overdose. I would never touch a drug in my entire life, and you know that. So stop saying that. Stop leaking my personal business, and stop being like this. Please. It is very messed up for you to do. And then all these comments saying, oh, she deserved to, I would have chosen drugs over her too. You're fucked. Because you don't know me or my life, and now you know my story. Which I wasn't ready to tell. At all. I didn't want to talk about it. But continuing on with the story. My mom died when I was 3 years old. She was murdered. She was strangled. Okay? And my biological father died of a drug overdose. And yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know them. I was so young. My dad died when I was 7 or 6, and I didn't even know he was my dad. My mom, Debbie, my mom now, didn't tell me about my story until I was 11, because she wanted to tell me when I was getting to the age where I was starting to mature a little bit and would be able to take it. And when she told me, I said, "You're my mommy. No one else is my mom. You're my mom." I don't think of her as my mom, and I never have. And I don't think of him as my dad, and I never have because they didn't want me. Doug and Debbie are my parents. They are my parents. They've always been my parents because they gave me a life. So please don't tell my mom that she's not my real mom, because it hurts her, because she's done a lot. She did a lot to get me to be her kid. She did a lot. She fought for me. And she got me. And she's a great woman. And she deserves the world. And she's raised me amazing. And I wouldn't ask for anyone else in the world to be my mom but her. So, I would just like to make that clear. And yes, my foundation is darker than my face because I have a tan. But yeah, that's it. Have a good rest of